Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana Midday. I'm Jessica Velez. China is imposing new regulatory tariffs on certain U.S. agricultural goods today. President Donald Trump says his trade policies will make the U.S. richer in the end, but his administration is starting to acknowledge the potential for at least some short-term pains for Americans. Amy Kiley has the latest on escalating trade tensions.
In trade, as in hockey, Canada will win.
Some American trade partners are cracking down on U.S. exports. Starting today, American farmers face new retaliatory tariffs on many products they send to China. The measures include an extra 15% duty on chicken, wheat, corn, and cotton, and a 10% one on items such as beef and soybeans. Some American farmers say they're worried escalating trade tensions could make it harder to sell their products abroad.
Everything we produce far exceeds what the domestic market could handle.
Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's newly elected successor is standing by Canada's retaliation against the U.S.
And my government will keep our tariffs on until the Americans show us respect.
President Donald Trump is doubling down. He says some tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods scheduled for April 2nd, quote, could go up. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says duties on steel and aluminum imports are set to start Wednesday. Most mainstream economists say tariffs can be inflationary. Lutnick acknowledges some prices might rise in the U.S., but Trump says any pain would be short term.
Are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Federal immigration authorities arrested a prominent Palestinian activist who led protests at Columbia University. Mahmoud Khalil was taken into custody Saturday night at his apartment after his green card was revoked, according to his attorney. Khalil, who is a lawful permanent resident, had called on the school to stop supporting Israel. A habeas corpus petition that challenges the validity of the arrest has been filed on Khalil's behalf. The New York Immigration Coalition has condemned the arrest, saying Khalil's First Amendment rights have been violated. An official with the ICE field office in New York said Homeland Security Investigations was in charge of the arrest. Muncie Central High School now has something in common with Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Indiana State Fairgrounds, and other big public places. NewsLink Indiana's Emma Matlock reports about a new change made to keep students, faculty, and staff safe.
Here at Muncie Central, obviously safety is at the top of the list.
This February, Muncie Central students walked into school with a new task added to their routine.
It is not that something can't happen, and we know that, but this is an added layer of protection.
A new $65,000 weapon detection system requires students, staff, and visitors to walk through two mobile pillars that detect weapons that could be concealed in a bag, backpack, or pockets. MCS spokesperson Andy Klotz says this new system has been in the works for more than a year and is now in use because of the increase of school safety incidents across the country. The city of Muncie made a donation to MCS to pay for it. Muncie Central senior LaDamian Brown and other students say they feel safer with the new system.
And I feel like it's good for our school and it'll be better over time. Everything evolves and people will start to adapt over time.
Senior Jamar Clark says getting used to the new system was odd at first. He says that the first week was chaotic.
At first that might not be the best opinion for most people, but then after we figured out we have like a rotation for it, I found out it created a better and safer environment for our school as a whole.
Klotz says the security system may be used in other Muncie schools in the future.
The vast majority of feedback we've received is that this has been a good thing.
In Muncie, Emma Matlock, NewsLink, Indiana.
Let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now. It's 53 degrees under sunny skies. Expect warm temperatures with lots of sun today, with the high in the mid to upper 60s. Things will stay warm in the 7-day forecast. High temperatures will be in the 60s and even the 70s before a cool down this weekend. On Monday, the Vatican's press office said Pope Francis had another peaceful night in the hospital and was resting. According to the Vatican, the 88-year-old pontiff is eating solid food and continuing motor and respiratory therapy prescribed by doctors. He gets oxygen through a mask at night and high-flow oxygen therapy through the nose during the day. Via video link, the Pope participated in spiritual exercises, where leaders of the Vatican gathered in the hall to listen to reflections and spend time in prayer. A group of residents in Port St. Lucie, Florida, is rallying to make a change to an existing local law. People are calling for backyard chickens to be allowed in the area of the county. As the Talia Solash reports, in part, it's because of the high cost of eggs.
In front of Port St. Lucie City Hall, cars honking as protesters waved posters.
We're just trying to gain momentum.
Momentum for chickens to be allowed in all backyards across the county. St. Lucie County allows backyard farms, but only in unincorporated areas. The group says this is an important issue, especially with the rising cost of eggs and recent egg shortages.
There's numerous reasons why somebody would want backyard chickens. There's numerous benefits. With the egg shortage being one of them, it's not something that just happened this year. It's something that happens every couple years or so.
Wayland says although there are some misconceptions about chicken keeping, there are benefits.
This is just another way that you know that the bird is treated well, it's fed well, and it's just a great overall experience, even with the benefits of having an organic compost that's free.
We recently reached out to the city of Port St. Lucie, who sent us a statement saying, raising chickens has been determined to be incompatible with the city's design and a population that now surpasses 250,000. But this group disagrees.
Many cities that are much larger than us allow backyard chickens. So it shouldn't be a population issue because even New York City allows chickens in all 5 boroughs.
Meanwhile, Jocelyn Ribeiro's business is finding alternatives for chicken eggs. We first told you about Quail Quest weeks ago, a family business who sells quail and their products.
I'm trying to enhance people's ability to be more self-sustainable, to do exactly what they want to do with their own properties. And if that includes chicken keeping, then I'm all for it.
The group will also be continuing their protest efforts on March 24th and hope to bring the issue to the city council.
Let the people decide if they want it. Awesome, I'm super happy.
In 2006, Nintendo took America by storm with the Wii. The Wii might be old now, but we still celebrate one of Nintendo's oldest characters. Today marks National Mario Day. The day is set aside to pay tribute to Mario, the character that has delighted legions of fans for decades. Mario first appeared in a game called Donkey Kong in 1981. Nintendo portrayed Mario as a carpenter named Jumpman back then. And in 1983, Nintendo launched a new game. Jumpman reinvented himself as an Italian plumber who rescues princesses, and Mario continues to this day. More than 210 million of the Mario game series have been sold. That makes Mario one of the most popular video games of all time. And that's your NewsLink webcast for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com.